So whilst you are creating or were creating an invoice for one of your customers, you may have noticed there is a number of other options available to you. So we're going to take a quick look at what they are and how to use them. So from the admin panel, so as always, you're logged in to your admin account, you're on the admin panel, you look to the left, we go to action, and then we go to invoice. And what we're looking at here is these blue options at the top, where it says click here to select a pre-existing contact, plus custom item, view cart, and reset cart. So they are pretty self-explanatory. If I click here to select a pre-existing contact, I will be moved through to my CRM or my customer relationship manager, which shows all of my potential and actual customers in a big old list. All right. So let's say, for example, that Mr. D. Brummett has contacted me and said they wanted to buy something. Great, lovely. So I just have a look for his name here, scroll along, and underneath this section here called order, you will see invoice, telephone, mail, quote, and pro forma. This is pro forma, just so you know. So D. Brummett would like an invoice for an item. Underneath the invoice heading, all I have to do is click the picture, and it will take me back to the invoice manager, and now we are locked into Mr. David Brummett. Okay. You can also, it says here, click here to select a different contact, or click on the invoice icon, blah, blah, blah. If you want to get rid of the contact, click here. Okay. So let's say I actually misclicked there and I wanted to change Brummett to someone else. So I just click here, and then it was Mr. John Blue. I forgot. There we go. So I just choose Mr. John Blue, head on over to order, invoice column, click on that, and we switch over to Mr. John Blue. All right. And again, let's just say that I've messed up completely and I was like, oh, I don't want any of this. Very simply, just click on here to deselect the contact, and it just refreshes and gets rid of it. Okay. So let's just say actually we are going to go with David Brummett. So we're just going to go back to the CRM, get him in line, press the invoice button. It adds him up to the top here. Lovely. Okay, so Brummett is an old customer, let's say, and he would like a custom item. So we're actually just going to very simply pop in custom item. He wants one of them. The price is going to be £1, £2. I'm still going to charge him. Is it a tangible thing? Yes, it is. Okay, this is something we have developed together. It's imaginary, it doesn't really matter. Don't worry so much about it. But if you do find yourself in a situation where you are having to create a custom item purely for one instance, this is how you can go about that. Just click on add to invoice, and there we go. Custom item has been added to the invoice. All right. I think my shipping options are slightly off. They shouldn't be £15. We'll go to continue shopping, because he actually wanted more than just that custom item. He also wanted a bamboo cup, and he wanted a small one, but he wanted 3 of those. All right. So I'm just going to type in 3 in the action section, and then I'm going to press the basket icon here, which will add those 3 to the basket. Again, this is just cross-sell and upsell, so you can ignore that. Click on continue to basket just up here. Wonderful. And our items have been added, so we can see the custom item we created is here, and a handmade bamboo cup, the small, he wants 3, is added here. The shipping is just getting worse and worse. We're just going to return to the invoice manager by going to continue shopping. Lovely. All right. So let's say we've put a bunch of things in here, and we just like, oh, what have we added? What else do we need to go? Here we have view cart, and again, very self-explanatory. Does exactly what it feels, what it says. So if we click it, it will take us back to the cart that we were just looking at, just so we can sort of check up on what we have going, make sure everything's okay. All right. Going to click on continue shopping again, just to go back. And finally, let's imagine that I've completely messed everything up, and we don't want any of that stuff that was in the cart when we viewed it. Very simply, reset cart. Everything disappears. Continue shopping. I know that David Brummett actually wanted this £175 thing, so I'm just going to click on that. Perfect. It's trying to cross-sell and upsell, so we just ignore that and go to continue to basket. This is great. This is perfect. Excellent. All good. That needs to be changed. I need to change that. Scroll back down. Find the country of origin for the customer. Continue to basket. There we go. Click on checkout. And then we can just 1, 2, 3, street, town, that's fine, county, postcode, PS1, 5GH, feedback field, ignore. And yeah, again, we have the invoicing options available to us at the bottom here. When you're ready and you've added all this together for them, you can just click on generate invoice, adds it to your sales manager at the top here, Mr. David Brummett. He has an invoice of 175 to pay, hasn't been done, blah, blah, blah. And we can just repeat what we did previously there. So let's say Mr. Brummett does contact in a couple of days. He pays the money. We just select him, drop down menu, set to paid, send the confirmation email. Okay. And it will flick over to green to show that it's actually happened. And then we've received the payment. We want to make sure that we send off the item. Click again, drop down menu, and dispatch already, or quick dispatch. Click on go. Yes, done. Okay, so those are the other options available in the Invoice Manager. Thank you very much.